ang ano natin is definition lang naman ito is the limit of a of as each approaches zero ng isang function defined as this. Given a function f of x, you have this. So ito yung tinatawag nating limit definition. So remember last time nag-define tayo ng limits. In most cases, nakakancel dyan si h or we get something that would end up na maano na magagamit si h. For instance, sabihin natin ano magandang gamitin? Sabihin natin yung mga limit ng sines, cosines, ganun. So, ano muna tayo? Try muna natin i-prove yung mga derivatives. Okay, first derivative ng constant, f of x equals c. Okay. Ang ano pala natin ng derivative is this, prime. F prime of x. Yun yung base sa kanya. F prime, yung kuhit doon. So, yun. F of x equals c, where c is a constant. So, anong derivative niya? So, f prime of x is the limit as h approaches 0 ng f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. But alam natin na all throughout sa domain ng x, c lang ang value ni f. So, practically, limit as h approaches 0 ng c minus c all over h, which is 0. 0 lang yan. So, ano bang limit ng constant when h approaches 0? Siyempre, 0. So, doon natin mapaform yung una nating theorem. Theorem 1. Isa pa lang way para express ang derivatives is this derivative with respect to your variable. So, kapag ang gamit natin is x, kapag ang independent variable natin is x, then we use ddx. So, the derivative of c is 0. So, yun. Yun yung theorem 1 natin. Next. Polynomials naman tayo. So, ngayon, number 2. F of x is x raised to n. Okay, so we have here this one where n is an integer. So, ang f prime of x natin, mapoprove natin yan. Mapoprove natin to na equal siya sa n, x raised to n minus 1. So, yun yung theorem 2 natin. So, ang nth derivative ng first derivative ng x raised to n is n x raised to quantity n minus 1. So, sum na lang. So, yung tinatawag natin na power rule. Yan. Yung proof niyan uses binomial theorem. It would be up to you. Ang importante naman kasi dito sa atin is yung discussion ng kung paano gamitin yung derivatives. Now, let's proceed with some properties. First, ang derivative ng sum plus g of x and also difference din is equal to the derivative, the sum or difference ng derivatives. Yan. So, ang tawag dito is sum rule. And next is product rule. Hem. Ang derivative ng dalawang terms equal yan sa derivative ng first times yung second function plus first function times derivative ng second function wait lang. So, yun. Ito muna for now. So, example tayo. So, x squared minus 5x plus 6. So, yan. So, we have, gagamitin natin yung sum rule natin. Remember, pwede natin i-distribute yung derivative function dito. So, equal yan sa derivative ng x squared with respect to x minus derivative ni 5x with respect to x and derivative ni 6 with respect to x. So, ito pa pala, may hindi pala ako nabanggit na theorem kanina. Pwede mo i-factor out yung constant. So, ang derivative ni c of x is c times d dx fx. So, pwede na ilabas si 5. 5 d dx of x. Then you have d dx x squared. Then, ito d dx 6. Okay. Itong derivative ng x squared, diba power rule siya? 2 yung exponent, meaning, ita-times natin to sa 2. Then, babawasan natin yung exponent ng isa. Nx raised to n minus 1. So, babawasan natin siya ng isa. 2x. Then ito, 5 times 1. 1 times x raised to 0. And ito naman constant, so 0 yung derivative niya. So, sisimplify natin. So, you have 2x minus 5. Yun yung derivative ng x squared minus 5x plus 6. So, is this clear? Naiintindihan po ba natin kung paano mag-differentiate? So, ang tawag pala sa process ng pagkuha ng derivative is differentiation. Well, hindi siya derivation na. It's called differentiation. Okay, isa pang example. We have yan. So, we have so distribute lang natin yung derivatives. So, d dx x raised to 5 plus d dx 2x cubed plus d dx 3x squared plus d dx raised of 4. So, derivative nito, mumultiply lang tayo ng exponent, then babawasan natin ng isa. So, you have 5x raised to 4. Then ito, pwede nating ilabas yung constant. Actually, para mas mabilis, pwede na lang natin i-multiply yung power na yon dun sa constant. So, 2 times 3, 6x. Then 3 minus 1 squared. Then dito naman, 3 times 2, 6. X raised to 1. So, x lang yon and constant to, so 0 yon. Therefore, ito yung derivative. Naiintindihan po ba natin? Alright, so if wala na tayong tanong, try natin na mag evaluate the long derivatives on our own. So you can select one only para sagutan. So, madali pa naman 'to. Any triers? May mga Anyone? May gusto ba mag-try? Oh, so Anika, do you have an answer? Ayun, may nagsagot palang iba. May nag-type pala
Yes
ng
po,
sagot
sir.
nila.
Yun din po sa kanya.
Ay, sing lang daw ng sagot. Okay yun. Tama parehas. The answers here are negative 6x plus 6 and 21x squared minus 8x plus 8. So, pwede rin gamitin yung power rule sa mga negative exponents. Example, ddx ng x raised to negative 2. Wait lang. Usually, hindi naman siya ganun eh. 1 over x plus 3 over x squared plus 5x cubed. So, pag-derivative natin, i-differentiate natin to. We first need to express them in terms of exponents, negative exponents. So, you have x raised to, since nasa baba siya i-negative natin kung ano man yung exponent niya, and since wala siyang exponent, it's 1 by default. Bali, x raised to negative 1 siya. Then, we have 3x raised to negative 2. Dito naman, negative 2. Kasi 2 yung exponent nito. So, pag tinaas natin siya, dapat negative 2 yung exponent natin. Then, this one, 5x cubed. So, shortcutin na natin. Magiging negative x raised to negative 1 minus 1. So, negative 2. Then, 3 times negative 2, negative 6x. Negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. Plus 5 times 3, 15. X squared. Then, pwede natin ito i-simplify. Negative 1 over x squared. Then, minus 6 over x cubed plus 15 x squared. So, yan yung sagot sa ating problem. And yung power rule, pwede rin siya sa mga fractional exponents. So, you have derivative ni, example, derivative ni square root of x plus 3 cube root of x minus 4x squared plus 1 over x. So, first, express muna natin siya into fractional exponents. Kaya ba na, pag square root, 2 yung index niya, and dapat, yun yung denominator nun. Ang numerator is kung ano mang exponent nung term sa loob. Since in this case, x lang siya, bale, x raised to 1 divided by yung index ng radical. Ang default nito is 2. So, x raised to 1 half. Then dito naman, 3x raised to 1/3. then minus 4x squared plus x raised to, kapag fractional, negative yung exponent, negative 1. Then, gagawin natin yung differentiation natin. So, you have 1 half x raised to negative 1 half plus 3 times 1/3 x raised to 1/3 minus 1. So, 1/3 minus 1 ay 1 minus 3 over 3. So, negative 2/3. Minus 4 times 2, 8x. Then dito naman minus x raised to negative 2. So, yan yung derivative natin. So, ito yung derivative natin. Nakakasunod. Are you following? Okay. Siguro, ano pa? Mga ilang examples pa. Derivative ng 3x raised to 5 minus 7x cube plus hindi, dalian na lang natin. Huwag na natin parangin yung terms. Fifth root ng x cube. So ito yung magiging derivative ng x raised to 3 yung numerator, and since 5 yung nasa index, 3 over 5. So, multiply yan yung 3 over 5. Then, x, anong exponent niya? Babawasan natin ng 1, ang 3/5. So, 3 minus 5 over 5 ay negative 2/5. Negative 2 over 5. So, yan yung derivative natin. Standard form ng equation? What do you mean? Like, paano standard form ng equation? Yung base? Teka, hindi ko gets yung ano, gusto mong i-clarify. Ah! Oo, hindi naman kailangan yon. Pero siyempre, kung ano yung nasa choices, titingnan mo rin na properly. Nakadepende na sa choices yon. Basta kung alam mo kung paano kunin, may sum rule naman tayo, di ba? Tas, may sum rule naman tayo. So, commutative siya since under addition yon. So, pwede magpalit-palit lang yung terms. So, hindi siya nagmamatter. Hmm, isa pa. Ito naman, derivative ni 1 over cube root of x. So, cube root. Pero, naka-fraction. First, express muna natin as fractional yung cube root natin. So, yan yung magiging 1 over x raised to 1/3. Then, since nasa denominator siya, kailangan siyang itaas. So, magne-negative yung exponent natin. d dx x raised to negative 1/3. So, this gives us negative 1/3. Derivative niya. So, negative 1/3. X raised to negative 1/3 minus 1 ay negative 1 minus 3 all over 3. Negative 4. Negative 4 over 3. There you go. Naiintindihan? Naiintindihan po ba ng lahat? Okay, so next. Now, let's proceed with the other rules. So, yung product rule kanina na na-discuss, this one. So, yung product ng first and second, helpful siya kapag meron tayong kagaya nito. F of x is equal to, okay, sabihin natin, ito, derivative of 2x plus 3 multiplied by x squared plus 7x plus 6. Okay, sabihin natin madaling option yung i-multiply na lang sila tapos kunin talaga yung derivative. Pero, pwede rin natin gamitin to, lalo na kapag maraming terms yung una at second, kasi magiging halos same lang sila. Pero mas ma-appreciate natin yung paggamit ng product rule kapag nag-introduce na tayo ng mga ibang functions such as trigonometric, exponential, and inverse trigonometric functions. So, first, derivative muna nung una. So, kunin muna natin derivative nung dalawa. Ang derivative ni 2x plus 3 is 2. And ang derivative ni x squared plus 7x plus 6 is 2x plus 7. Madali naman siyang kunin, di ba? So, derivative ng first times second plus first times derivative ng second. So, simplify lang natin. 2x squared plus 14x plus 12 plus 4x squared plus 6, 14, 20, x plus 21. Then pag total natin 6x squared plus 24x, sorry. Plus 33. And that's it. So try natin yung hindi tayo nag-product rule. Multiply muna natin to. Maalam ba tayo mag-multiply ng polynomials? So, evaluate muna natin to. ah, 2x times x squared, 2x cubed. Lahat ng x squared, 3x squared, 14x squared, so 17x. Ha? Tama ba? 17x squared? Wait, may mali ba? 34x pala 'to. Sorry. 34x pala 'to dapat. 14x nga pala 'to 'no. 34x plus 33. Then dito naman, yung x naman, so 21, 12, 33x plus 18. So 6x squared plus 34x plus 33. Yung 18 wala. So, para mas ma-utilize natin yung mga kagaya ng product rule, introduce muna ako ng iba pang ano, derivatives. Derivatives ng trigonometric. So ito. Ay, hindi ito, sorry. So ito yung derivative ng trigonometric functions. Ano lang 'to, cosecant 'to, CSC. Mas maganda bang ano, ano lang, tignan ko lang dito sa Google. Medyo nakakaano magsulat, eh. So there, derivative ng trigonometric functions ito. So puwede natin 'to tingnan muna from time to time if ano, if hindi pa natin kabisado. Pero kabisahin natin as time goes by para mas madali on our end. Then may mga derivatives pa na hindi ako nailagay dito. First derivative ng exponential, e raised to x is e raised to x. And in general, ang derivative ng e raised to x is e raised to x ln A. Then, derivative ng ano, derivative ng log is 1 over x. And ang derivative ng logarithm x base A, base B is 1 over x ln B. So, Alright, so example, find the derivative of e raised to x cosine x. So, gagamit tayo ng product rule dito. So first, kunin mo natin derivative ni e raised to x, which is e raised to x. Then, derivative ni cosine is negative sine x. So, ang product rule natin, so by using product rule, this is equivalent to derivative ng first, so e raised to x, so d dx e raised to x times the second one, plus d dx plus e raised to x d dx cosine x. So, anong derivative ng e raised to x? E raised to x. Cosine x. Ang derivative nito ay e raised to x. So, negative sine x. So, ang sagot is e raised to x cosine x minus e raised to x sine x. Hmm. So, clear ba sa lahat to? Clear naman? Try pa natin gumamit ng examples pa. Derivative ni x squared sine x. So first, derivative muna ni x squared. Kunin natin yung derivative ni x squared. So you have 2x yan. 2 times x raised to 1. Then, ang derivative naman ni sine x is, ang derivative ni sine x is cosine x. So you have first derivative ng second, at derivative ng first times second term. Then, first times derivative ng second term. So you have 2x sine x plus x squared cosine x. Nagigets po ba natin? Clear po ba sa atin? Alright, so may questions ba tayo? Any questions so far sa mga ano natin, sa derivatives? Next, so next tayo na rule, which is chain rule. Important to later since dito na may establish yung last na rule. Inuna ko siya even though ito talaga nila last palagi. So, given yung f of g of x, ang derivative niya, so merong function sa loob ng function, i-derivative mo na yung labas, evaluated at g of x. Then, multiply natin yung derivative ni g of x. So, paano yan? Parang hindi masyadong ano sa atin, di ba? Parang hindi masyadong clear kung paano siya nag-apply kasi naka-notation siya. So, example, derivative ni sine 2x. Okay, so yan. Ang meron lang tayo na derivative is sine x. Wala tayong derivative kapag iba yung nasa loob ng ating function. So, masasabi na din dito na meron tayong dalawang functions actually. F of x is yung nasa labas, function sa labas which is sine, and g of x natin is yung nasa loob, 2x. So, i-differentiate muna natin yung labas. So, anong derivative ng f of x? Ang derivative niya is cosine x. But, ang kailangan natin is evaluated at g of x. So, papalitan natin yung x ng 2x. F prime of g of x is equal to cosine g of x, which is cosine 2x. But, hindi pa tayo tapos. Kailangan pa natin i-multiply yung derivative nung nasa loob. So, ang derivative ni g is, anong derivative niya? 1 times x raised to 0. So, 1 lang yon. So, 2. Cosine 2x times 2, which is 2 cosine 2x. Is this clear? Next example, derivative ni 2x plus 1 raised to 4. Yan. So, syempre, ang ano natin dito, yung 2x plus 1, siya yung function sa loob. So, automatic siya yung g of x natin. And ang f of x natin is, syempre, yung function sa labas. Papalitan lang natin to ng, ano, papalitan lang natin yung, ano, ng x. So, x raised to 4. So, anong derivative niya? Syempre, yung derivative muna nung labas, which is x raised to 4. We have 4x cubed. But we evaluate it at g of x. So 4 times 2x plus 1 cube. So 4 times 2x plus 1 cube times derivative ni g. Yung derivative nung nasa loob. So derivative ni g of x is 2. So multiply natin to by 2. So the correct answer is 8 times 2x plus 1 cube. Is this clear? Any questions? Wala na. Wala po ba tayong questions regarding this? Wala na. Walang questions. So, I'll assume gets nyo naman. So, the last rule that we will discuss for today is quotient rule. So, kapag meron tayong f of x all over g of x, ang derivative niya is uh, f of x derivative ng taas times baba minus taas times derivative all over quantity g of x squared. So, meron tayong ano dito, ito lang ito tinatawag na high, and then ito yung low. Para mas madali nating matandaan, it's low d high minus high d low all over low squared. So, ito yung tatandaan natin na low d high minus high d low all over low squared. So, example, wait lang. So, example, derivative ni 2x plus 1 all over x squared plus 6x. Wait. Dali ko lang pala. X plus 6 na lang. So, maraming ways para sagutan to. Pwede naman tayong mag-divide, then mag-chain rule na lang. But, maganda rin na mag-quotient rule tayo dito. So, first, derivative ng so low, anong low natin? X plus 6. Times derivative ng high, which is 2x. So, derivative ni 2x plus 1, which is 2, minus high, 2x plus 1, times derivative ni low, all over low squared. So, equal yan sa 2x plus 12 minus 2x minus 1 all over x plus 6 squared. So, equal sa 2x minus 2x is 0. 12 minus 1 is 11. So, 11 all over x plus 6 squared. So, yun yung sagot. Clear po ba? Alright. One last example. F of x equals sine x over x. So, anong derivative niya? So, first, low d high. So, you have low times derivative ni high. Anong derivative ni sine? Ang derivative ni sine, balikan lang natin, cosine x. Wala naman tayong i-chain rule dito so far. So, x cosine x minus high below sine x times 1. So, sine x lang. All over low squared. So, ito yung derivative natin. So, low di high, derivative ni high. So, cosine x minus high sine x times derivative ni low. Ang derivative ni x is 1. So, yan yung sagot. Is this clear? Okay. I think, last na talaga. Last example. 3x minus 1 all over x squared plus 2 squared. So, ang derivative niya would be low di high. So, ang low natin ni x squared plus 2 squared times derivative ni high, derivative ni 3x minus 1 minus high, 3x minus 1 times derivative ni low, which is x squared plus 2 squared. So, derivative niya all over x squared plus 2 squared. Squared. I-square pa natin ng isa pa. So, baka malito tayo. Remember, low squared yon. And ang low natin is x squared plus 2 squared. So, i-square natin si x squared plus 2. One more time. So, evaluate natin. Ang derivative nito is 3. So, x squared plus 2 squared times 3 minus quantity 3x minus 1. So, ang derivative nito is gagamit tayo ng chain rule. So, 2 times x squared plus 2 times derivative ni x squared plus 2 is 2x. All over quantity x squared plus 2 raised to 4. So the last step is to evaluate this. Bale, expand na lang natin. We have x raised to 4. Dito muna. Bale, x squared times 2. X squared plus 2 times x squared plus 2. So, x raised to 4 plus 4x squared plus 4 times 3 minus, ito, simplify lang natin, 3x minus 1 times, distribute, 2 times 2x, 4x, times x squared ay 4x cubed. Plus, 2 times 2x, 4x times 2, 8x. So you have 3x raised to 4 plus 12x squared plus 12 minus 12x raised to 4 plus 4x cubed minus 24x squared plus 8x all over quantity x squared plus 2 raised to 4. So parang ang haba na niya. So negative 9x raised to 4 plus 4x cubed minus 12x squared plus 8x plus 12 all over all this. So sobrang haba nung sagot, pero ang importante lang naman dito is yung process. Dapat alam natin kung na low D high minus high D low yung ating process na pag-evaluate, then all over low squared. So, is everything clear? So, I think that would be the introduction to derivatives. Any questions regarding sa buong lecture?
Yeah, and I think everyone's good. And thank you, thank you, Dwight, for the lesson tonight. So that ends our day 5. Tapos for our next days, probably somewhere between December 27 to 30, ano silang din namin sa group, sa page or sa GC natin. Tapos abang na lang kayo. Tapos for our last part, sino mga pag-on let's take a picture for souvenir.